What's poppin', peeps? T-Money with you. It has been what feels like some time since I last shot a video. And wow, I'm noticing that all my plants need watering. They're all dying. I have been away. I went on a business trip this week with my dad. So we were in New Hampshire for until yesterday. So, a culmination of a few things that I arrived. I also did some last minute shopping at FYE, actually just today, so I've got some things there. So all in all, I've got a pretty decent stack of things to show you, new pickups, and I'm bugging out because I swear there's more, but I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know if most of the new stuff that I got I put to the side, but then some of it I had put away, so somewhere in the jungle of all my stuff, I feel like there's more. So if there is, I'll include it in a future video, but for now we'll just go over. I've got plenty of stuff to go over today. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So I've opened everything just because I'm impatient and I didn't want to just save it to do an unboxing for this video. So everything's opened. There are a couple things that need to be bagged, so hopefully you won't mind. Hey baby girl, how are you? There she is. What would one of my videos be without a guest appearance? A special appearance from my love. My girlfriend. I'm a loser, I know. I need a girlfriend, folks. But anyway, let's get going here. So first up is I tried to organize it like FYE, and then there's Amazon, and I'll just go as I tell you when I go. So first up is a film called 13 Hours in a Warehouse. I picked this up at FYE for pretty cheap. I don't know, $5, $6, something like that. I watched it the other night. It's actually not that bad. It's about a group of dudes that go on this heist. I don't even know after watching the movie what it is exactly that they stole, but they steal something, some sort of expensive artifact. Boom! Oh, she jumped, but out of sight. Popo, you gotta jump in front of the camera, my love. Then you'll be a star, and you'll do your usual. But, so yeah, a group of dudes rob something, and, they also, somewhere along the lines, managed to kidnap a woman and hold her hostage. So it's basically, and then they're supposed to meet up with the dudes that they're going to make a trade with in the morning. And so they wait overnight in a warehouse. It's like two brothers and then another small group of guys. So there's like 5 or 6 of them total. But so they're supposed to meet these guys in the morning to do a trade, and so they're staying overnight in a warehouse. Long story short, without giving it too much away, a bunch of shit happens, and there's more to the story than meets the eye. Their father was not a good dude, and basically it's like there's like ghost / revenge / so basically these dudes do not get what they bargained for, basically, and all hell breaks loose in the warehouse, and so they have to make it through the night without getting killed. But yeah, so anyway, so it was pretty good. It was kind of cool how it combined like ghosts and heists and revenge, and I don't know, I kind of liked it. It was unique. The acting was actually pretty decent too. I didn't mind it. It wasn't great, but so yeah, that's 13 Hours in a Warehouse. There were things I didn't like about this film. I can't really think of them off the top of my head, but I didn't really, the ending, I don't know. But I would suggest it's worth a one-time watch, I guess. I wouldn't probably buy it, but unless you're crazy like me. But it was a blind buy, so. So next up is another film I got at FYE for $6 or $7. Hansel and Gretel. I had heard decent things about this release. It came out, I think, around the time that like the other Hansel and Gretel movie came out. The Hansel and Gretel Get Baked, and then the one also with what's that dude's name from that Ben Affleck movie, The Town. He's in it, and he's also in one of those. I don't know, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm sure you're screaming the name at me as I speak. But this movie, it was okay. Dee Wallace turns in a pretty good performance. That's all I'll say without giving too much away. I like Dee Wallace, so it's always fun to see her in a role. And but I don't know. I wasn't crazy about this movie. I thought the acting, the portrayal of Hansel and Gretel was a little cheesy, especially Gretel. Or I'm sorry, Hansel, the boy. But it was okay. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite spin. It's definitely more true to the fairy tale than the other Hansel and Gretel that came out with. Fuck, dude, I can't think of that guy's name now. Pissing me off, and I don't have my phone in front of me, so I can't look it up. But yeah, it was okay. So next up, we have a movie that Terror for Tom had talked about, I think, real briefly. I don't know if he mentioned it or showed it in one of his update videos. But it's Hypothermia, starring Michael Rooker. And I watched this movie as well. I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. A little monster flick, actually. I picked this up at FYE. It is mangled. There's, like, inside, I can't even show you. I really, really dig. It's put out by Dark Sky Films. And it comes with, like, I'm going to rebuy this probably because I like the film. And I just want a new case because this artwork is actually really rad. You probably can't even make it out. But it's just like a hand coming out of the ice, like a claw coming out of the ice. But it's like completely mangled. So this was one of my FYE pickups. So unfortunately the disc is in, looks like it was a family video because it's got that little tag thing. The disc is in decent condition, but the case and the artwork is like mangled. I don't know, it's like all chipped away and stuff. So, but this was a pretty good little monster flick. It's about a family that goes ice fishing on, I think, a little getaway or tradition family vacation. I think it's a son, a mom, and a dad. And lo and behold, there is something underneath the ice that is not human. And there's also like these this other group or this other family who's kind of like assholes, especially the dad. He's a real douchey, but yeah, and they basically try and survive and capture and kill this mutant beast thing that's living. It's more human than you would think underneath the ice. But yeah, it was pretty good. Hypothermia. I liked it from start to finish. It was pretty entertaining. Definitely not great, but decent. And I like Michael Rooker, so yeah. So next up is an FYE pickup as well, Severance. I think I had heard somebody talk about this. I don't know who, I don't remember, but it was on YouTube. And I haven't had a chance to watch this yet, but let's see. It says The Office meets The Hills Have Eyes. It's good, gory fun. So, yeah. I won't go into details just because I have a lot of stuff to go over, but yeah, so this sounded good. The gore's supposed to be good, and I like the idea of The Hills Have Eyes meet The Office. I know it's a horror comedy as well, so yeah, if anybody's seen this, feel free to drop a line. That's Severance. So next up is a movie I actually found while I was going through some boxes upstairs, some of my dad's old films, which he never watches, so I didn't have this, so I decided I would at least check it out, if not swipe it. But it is The Flesh Eaters, and it's a Dark Sky release as well. Black and white film from 1962. So, yeah, kind of like, I think, an older zombie film, pre-zombie-ish type film, and that has something to do with, I think, zombies coming out of the water. It says there's something in that water that eats flesh. So yeah, black and white, sounds cool. It's a Dark Sky Films release as well, so that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna check that out. I've actually never seen that before. Alrighty, so next up we have Unhinged, and I actually really like this movie. I have the Code Red edition, which is it's a double bill. Don Gronquist, I think, is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah, Don Don Gronquist, who's the director. I have a double bill. I think it's Murder Run and Unhinged, I believe. I have actually not seen Murder Run, but I wanted to get this, and actually, this was misadvertised. I don't know if you guys know. It says original version, and in the description, I actually got this on eBay. It said original uncut version, so I don't know if that was just like the wrong cover art or if it was mislabeled or what, because clearly it just says original version here. But, so I'm hoping this is the uncut edition, even though I think the Code Red one is as well. But I just wanted to have this on standalone disc because I do like the film a lot. It was $5 on eBay, so you can't really beat that. And I actually watched this last night. I enjoy this film. It's a real slow burn, but that ending, man, that very last scene where the girl goes nuts is just really creepy. Her laugh and everything just creeps the hell out of me. I remember the first time I saw that movie, Unhinged, I was like half asleep. I slept through the whole thing, and then I like managed to wake up at the very end, that last scene, and like was half asleep, and heard like the girl going nuts, like killing, and it actually really caught my attention, and I rewinded it, and I was like, holy shit, that's creepy as hell. So yeah, I really like Unhinged. I have an odd relationship, I took an odd liking to that movie for some reason, because I know a lot of people don't like it. But anyway, so next up I have a movie that I've heard several people rave about. It also has like nothing but good reviews on, I think the Amazon reviews, somewhere I read good reviews of this. But it's I think a foreign, Australian or something like that film called The Hatching, and it's a gator film, I guess, but not a typical gator film. So, yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about this film, and I'm excited to check it out. So that is The Hatching. Alrighty, so next up I have, shout out to Terror for Tom. This is another one, that Death Dive and this film right here, I saw him talk about in one of his updates, and I ordered it immediately. Again, this was pretty pricey, not cheap, somewhere around the $25 range, but you can order it on eBay if you're interested, and it comes with this, Gorebreaker comic book. It's kind of just like a not very thick, yeah, not very many pages. It doesn't say how many, but just a little comic book that's included with the release. But yeah, I'm stoked to check this out. I haven't yet. It says it's a body melts, alien mutations, tons of action, and geysers of gore await you. So I love body melt films. I love gore. So I'm sure this is going to be a fucking fun film from start to finish, and so I look forward to watching it. Hopefully it wasn't a bummer. I don't actually, because I think when Tom had talked about it in his video, he hadn't watched it yet, so hopefully it was good, and yeah, I'm just excited to check this out. I love films like this, so yeah, stoked for this one and Death Dive. This actually took a while to come too, because I had ordered it on eBay as well. Alright, so now we're going to get into the Blu-rays. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Blu-rays, so I'll try and move quickly. So first up, I've been meaning to catch these guys for a long time now. This is probably my favorite, I guess, comedy television show from Showtime, I believe it is. Is it Showtime? I don't know, but I've seen seasons 1 through, actually it's on 6 right now, and I'm about halfway through it, but this is one of my favorite shows on TV, and it's Shameless, seasons 1 and 2, and surprisingly, actually, I got these at FYE for $14.99 each, which is a damn good deal, because even on Amazon, they go for like $23 or something. I mean, you can get them used for around the same price, but these were brand new, even though I'm a little disappointed, because season 2, actually, the case was all fucked up, so the disc was loose, but luckily they're Blu-rays, and it wasn't too scratched. But yeah, so a huge fan of this show, love it, it's fucking hilarious. Been wanting to pick it up for a while now, just been kind of holding off, because it was a little expensive, and I have it on demand, so I could watch it whenever I want on TV, but as soon as I saw that it was going for $14.99, I couldn't resist. I jumped all over it. So that's a pretty good deal for a Blu-ray of seasons 1 and 2. I wanted to get season 3 is actually my favorite season so far of Shameless, but they didn't have it. They only had the first 2. So Bear with me for 2 seconds while I slip this in a case. Or, I mean, in a plastic wrap. But yeah, I was bugging out. If you guys haven't seen this show, it's fucking highly recommend it. Really, really good. Huge fan. And if anybody wants that, there's your lucky day. That is the Shameless Season 2. I think that's focused. UV code? So, yeah, that's yours. My gift to you. First comes, first serve, I guess. First come, first serve. So, yeah, it's just kind of like a bare bones disc. I don't expect, you know, anything too crazy from it. It's just a Warner Brothers release, standard Warner Brothers release. But yeah, you could see there that's the disc was loose. Not that you give a shit, but I hate that, man, when you buy something and then you hear, when you buy a disc and then you hear it clank banging around in there and you're like, fuck. Especially if it's a DVD. You know your beat mode and there's like a 75% chance that the thing's going to be scratched to shit. But that wasn't the case, fortunately, because this is a Blu-ray, so. And it actually still does fit in there, or I mean stick in there, so just got to be careful, I guess. So, yeah. So, seasons 1 and 2 of Shameless. Awesome. Just got to pick up the third. The fourth I thought was the weakest so far. And I'm not sure when the fifth comes out on Blu-ray. I don't think it's out yet. So, next up, I finally picked this up. I had bought this right when it came out on Blu-ray. And I actually didn't like this film. I was really disappointed with it. So, I sold it. Regret. I always regret when I sell my movies. But I guess I was in a bind or something and I just didn't think I was ever going to want to watch it again, so I sold it. And then I just found this again at FYE. It was used, brand new though. Sorry, major itch. My leg itches. But anyway, so yeah, snagged this for $9.99 used. Brand new basically. At FYE, so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I love the first Insidious movie, but I grabbed it because what the hell. I'll probably get the third one too. I haven't seen it yet. But so next up is Sinister, and I actually have this on DVD as well with the slipcover. But again, this was like $10, brand new. So I said, what the fuck, and I bid on it. Yeah, I mean, I have the second one on Blu-ray, which I've yet to see. I like Sinister. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I picked it up on Blu-ray not too long ago, so figured why not. I'll probably give away my DVD or something in another giveaway or something like that, because I don't need it anymore. But wanted to have them both on Blu, so. So awesome. So next up is another film I saw on Terror for Tom's update. And initially I'd heard about this movie from Moods. I think he had talked about it in one of his, might have even just been his DVD update, or I mean his DVD tour or something when he went over the B section of his DVDs. So yeah, this movie's awesome. I do have it on DVD. I love it. So when I saw that Terror for Tom, I actually didn't know that it had a Blu-ray release. And look at this case, man. This case, I don't know if you can tell, but like here's a standard Blu-ray case. I'll try and hold them at the same width, and then here's what Big Bad Wolf is in. It's like double the width, so it's a super thick, and I love thick Blu-ray cases for whatever reason. I just like them. So yeah, if you guys can see that, sorry about the glare. Super awesome. This is $6. You can get this for $6 on Amazon, so highly recommend it. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know about the transfer, but awesome movie. I fucking love Big Bad Wolf. It's a lot of fun. Great werewolf flick. And so yeah, I snagged this, and I highly recommend everybody else snag it too. For $6, you can't go wrong with that, even if you have the DVD. Alright, so next up is another film that I have been looking forward to checking out for a while now. Ever since I heard that Mill Creek was releasing this, right? It was Mill Creek. Yeah. So you can grab this one as well for around $6, $6.99 I think, on Amazon, which is a steal. So yeah, highly recommend you guys go pick this up if you're into horror comedies. I haven't seen this yet. I know what it's about. And I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have already picked this up. That's my boyfriend's back. So yeah, nice cheap little. It's nice, you know, spending 20-25 bucks on all these Scream Factories and Arrows and Synapse and the whole nine. Vinegar Syndrome, Severin. It's nice to get a Blu-ray every once in a while for $7, you know. I feel like we deserve a break every once in a while as collectors. So even if it isn't packed with special features, I figure I don't even really know the film anyway, so what do I care? Got it on Blue for cheap. I'm happy. Alrighty, so getting down to the end here. So next up is, I don't know why, but I am on a little Chuck Norris kick lately, and I'm not even really a fan, but a lot of his movies I actually haven't even seen. So I saw that Shout Factory was releasing the third Missing in Action film, so I figured I had not seen any of them. I planned on picking it up from Shout, so the third one, so I figured why not grab the first two. This was right around, I think, 10 or 12 bucks, something like that. So yeah, and you get both films here on separate discs. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I know I could just look on the back, but yeah. So you get Missing in Action and Missing in Action 2 for 12 bucks. I think this was. So yeah, figured before I watched the third one, I would check the first two out, because they look like fun little action flicks. So, yeah, that's Chuck Norris, Missing in Action. And on that note, I did get this in this week, and I guess I forgot to put it in a sleeve, so I'll do that right now. This is a new release from Shout Factory. It is Chuck Norris, Braddock, Missing in Action Part 3. So this came out, was released on Tuesday, like pretty much a lot of these releases. My boyfriend's back. I guess that's the only one I've shown so far that was released this week. But yeah, so that's Missing in Action Part 3. Gotta watch the first two, and then I'll check that one out. And on the Chuck Norris kick, we have Invasion USA. Never seen this film, and actually my coworker is like obsessed with Chuck Norris. It's pretty funny. And I asked him last week what his favorite Chuck Norris movie was, knowing that this was coming out, but I had no idea what he was going to say, because I know he has like every Chuck Norris film. And he said Invasion USA, so that made me stoked to see this. And just so you guys know, the Invasion USA, these are both Shout Factory releases. This one, the Braddock one, has reversible cover art. I'm not going to take it out now, but you do get reversible cover art, and then, but it looks like limited special features. But then Invasion USA just has like some artwork inside, but no reversible. And yeah, there's like very, very few special features. I think there's like a new commentary, and yeah, basically just the new transfer. I think that's pretty much it. Pretty bare bones for Shout Factory, but that's okay. I'm not a fan of these movies. I've never even seen them before, so just psyched to have them on Blue and check them out. So that's Invasion USA. And so last but not least, guys, I have kind of an idiot and kind of regretting this pickup. I knew I was going to do it all along. I knew I was just kidding myself saying that I wasn't. But, so I did pick this up, the Children of the Corn trilogy from 88 Films. You can get this pretty darn cheap right now on Diabolic for, I think, $33.99. Comes to like right under $40 with shipping, or right under $40 shipped if you order from Diabolic in the States. So that's pretty good, because I think it's a lot more expensive on the 88 Film site, and on eBay it goes for ridiculous prices. So if anybody's interested in this, it is Region B, I believe. Yeah, it is Region B, but it's 88 Films numbers 13, 14, and 15 of the Slasher Classics collection. Children of the Corns 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. I'm not going to open this now because I haven't even opened the cellophane yet. Haven't opened this yet. But what I was going to say is why I'm kind of regretting this purchase is because when this initially came out, I had pre-ordered it, but I accidentally pre-ordered the DVD, not even knowing that there was. I should have assumed they were going to release this on DVD as well. But so I get it in the mail, and I had mentioned this in a previous video, and I was shocked and really upset to find that I had accidentally ordered the Children of the Corn 1, 2, and 3 trilogy on DVD and not Blu-ray from 88 Films. And that is it's just like it's got like the swing tray, it's just one DVD case, no box like this, no individual cases, just like a real bare bones version of this on DVD. So long story short, and it was only like $4 less too, so I fucked up and I received that and I was like, damn, this is not what I wanted. What I should have done was returned it, but I had opened it anyway when I first got it because I was like, 88 Films takes like a couple weeks to come to me because it's, you know, obviously a UK or European company, so mail and all, it takes a while, and I was impatient. I am impatient, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to open it, and then my original plan was to not rebuy it, but I knew I was going to. I mean, I'm just that OCD. So, long story short, here it is. I finally picked up the Blu-ray. But the good news for you guys is that when I do my my 100, if I ever do get 100 subscribers, which I'm sure I will down the road, I may very well give the DVD, the trilogy set, away in my next giveaway. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. And that's about it. I'm happy it's Friday. Really looking forward to the weekend and chilling and watching movies and just catching up on stuff because I have a ton of shit to watch. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll probably catch up with you guys midweek next week. And I do most of my order placing on Fridays, so I've already got a bunch of surprises coming next week. So, and a few things that haven't come yet in the mail. So stay tuned for those videos when I get the products. And otherwise, I hope everybody has a good weekend, and thank you for tuning in to my videos. Or my video. And alright, have a nice weekend. Peace, guys.